Hey guys, Atreyu is back. I do hope this video finds you all in an okay state. So we need to talk, or I guess to be more precise, I need to speak, and hopefully you guys will listen. So let's get to it. Before I get into the topic of today's video, I want to thank all of my newest subscribers for subscribing, checking out my channel, checking out my videos, leaving comments, some of you. I do see you guys, and it is nice to see you guys, so welcome, and yeah, thank you. Now, that being said, it feels weird to kind of go into the next part of this video, the main part of this video, and I don't even know where to start, but I guess I'm going to start with the sentence or question, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Alright, so, I knew that, I don't know, maybe, I think it was like 2016. It seems so long ago, right? But it really wasn't that long ago. Actually, probably right around this time last year was when I first created my Atreyu Locs channel and started doing that whole thing. But when I did that, actually before I even created the channel, as I entertained the idea of creating a YouTube channel, I had my concerns. My concerns that I would get sucked into the YouTube way, concerns that I would be perceived as just any other YouTube-stricken person, who is obsessed with views and number of subscribers and all that. And despite popular belief, I am actually a pretty private person. Like, I don't like being in the spotlight. Like, I can be in the spotlight and I can hold my own in the spotlight, but that's not my default. That does not mark like a state of equilibrium for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of swaying, to the left or to the right when I'm in the spotlight. But I think because I can hold my own in the spotlight, I can do it decently well. I'm not perceived as someone who doesn't like to be in the spotlight. And I think that's one of the main things that bothers me about YouTube. I feel like YouTubers, a lot of them are just so, as I said before, obsessed with number of views. Rightfully so, right? Especially when you get like a lot of views and a lot of subscribers, then that equates to financial compensation. But yeah, they're obsessed with number of views, number of subscribers. They're doing less than honest things with like clickbait, and it's their craft. They're doing their thing on YouTube, and I'm just not that type of person. They're also the type of people who love attention, who like to have the spotlight on them. It's always like, look at me, see what I'm doing, this is me exploring here, this is what I'm up to now, this is what I've tried out lately, you should try it, did you check out my previous video, and at the end of this video, check out, I got some new content coming, so subscribe if you want to, and click that bell. And it's so like overwhelming for me to even think about. Sometimes I go on YouTube and I just feel like I'm like being bombarded with like so much noise, and it's like maddening and even like dizzying, if that's a word, and definitely nauseating when I think about, all this stimulation coming from like every direction. And I don't know, it's not me. Like, it's not what I'm about. What appealed to me about YouTube was that I saw it as a platform where I could connect with people. That's more so me. I like to connect with people, right? But when you do YouTube, it's kind of like give and take. Like, you kind of have to put yourself out there to be able to have the opportunity to connect with people if they choose to bite, if they choose to check out your channel and subscribe to it and interact with you. via the comment section or private messages. You know what I'm saying? And there has been like this internal struggle within me since I started. Since I started like about a year ago doing YouTube, there's been this internal struggle with me. Like, okay, sometimes I feel like it's not worth it, and I just want to be off of YouTube. And then other times it's like, oh, you know, I just got this really like nice comment from someone who said that I made their day or they love watching my videos. And so sometimes the amount of bad that comes with being on YouTube is greater than the amount of good, and that's when I want to get off of YouTube as quickly as I can. And then other times, you know, the amount of good that results from me being on YouTube outweighs the amount of bad, and that's why I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? But it's draining, honestly. It's very draining for me to be on YouTube. And yeah, I make all these videos, and it's not even like about like the number of videos that I make. Like, I could be a daily vlogger if I wanted to. Like, it's fine. Like, you know, I make time for it. I have a schedule. I mean, I've done it quite often over my stint, right? Uploading videos basically daily, and it was no skin off my back. It's not that I am afraid of hard work or whatever, but every time I upload a video, I'm just kind of reminded of what YouTube is about, and even trying to think of like ideas for YouTube videos and catchy titles. It's kind of like it becomes a job, and I don't want it to be a job, you know. Yeah, I don't want it to be a job. That takes the fun out of it. How many things have you enjoyed doing in your life and then maybe got to try it out, you know, in the context of a job, and it was no longer as fun as it was before you had to do it? Or chores, you know. I remember when I was a little kid, I think I was like 6, and I used to love like washing the dishes and doing laundry and stuff. And then when those things became chores, they were not quite as enjoyable as they once were. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, like YouTube, like, sorry, I think I'm about to develop bronchitis, like the wheezing is in my chest and stuff. But I really wanted to make this video because it's important, and it's been on my mind, and I've needed to get this out for a while and to make a decision about what I'm going to do. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know what to do about this whole YouTube thing. It's very draining, though. You know, every time I get on, like the most enjoyable part of YouTube is not even making the videos. It's actually interacting with you guys. But it's draining, you know, just and there's a part of me that feels like I'm contributing to the problem of YouTube. You know, as I said, everybody is so egocentric. Everyone is so concerned with self, I feel like, on YouTube, and it's all about, you know, me, look at me, watch me do this, you know. And I'm all about the complete opposite. I'm all about taking care of other people. I'm all about reaching out to others, extending a helping hand to others, you know, seeing how other people are doing. And so it's like I don't really fit in to YouTube, you know? Like I don't fit into this place, and it's very uncomfortable for me. Not to mention other things like, you know, someone like me that has a Loc channel I put up YouTube videos on, you know, Locs and my experience, and then you're perceived as like this expert or this guru. I never claimed to be either of those, right? I'm just telling you what I'm doing, and maybe it will help you or maybe it won't. But, you know, there are these perceptions that come along with being on YouTube. There is this almost, in my opinion, this assumption that you agree with what YouTube is all about and what it promotes and what it does, you know. And I don't want to be, like, I'm not proud of that. Like, I don't want to be a part of it. But to give it up means giving up, certain connections and the opportunity to make more connections in the future. And so that's why there's like this internal struggle, and why I've been going back and forth with what I'm going to do. So I don't know, I don't know, quite honestly. Like, I don't see myself deleting my channel at the moment. I feel like I can stomach it still being present and out there, because I know my videos have helped a lot of people, whether it has to do with Locs or whether it, it's my other videos that are more like about life and different topics and serious topics in life. I know those have registered or resonated with people pretty well. And thank you guys to the people who have written me that, those messages, because I never know, right? You never know unless someone tells you. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to actually let me know how my videos have affected you. But I don't know. I don't feel like I need to delete my channel at this point. But I definitely need to take a step back, for sure, a huge step back. And what I can see myself doing with this channel at this point is maybe doing occasional Loc updates, and maybe occasional, if I'm really feeling strongly about a certain topic, certain like life lesson topic or whatever, I'll do a video. But other than that, I feel like I need to step away. I need to remove myself from it, because it's draining. It's draining me, and I don't agree with the YouTube culture and what it promotes. To me, it promotes selfishness. It promotes a person only thinking about him or herself. Hey, thanks for checking out my channel. Now, before you watch this video, click that like button and be sure to hit the bell. Like, it's just so, to me, I know this sounds so bad, and I don't know, maybe it's weird that I'm a YouTuber, a small one, but a YouTuber, and I'm saying this, but it seems so fake, and I hate that. It's like, and people that also love to throw around, we're such and such family, fill in, their YouTube name, and then they add family. You don't see me as family. You just see me as another subscriber. And the subs, and people writing me and saying, yeah, I loved your video, it was great, thanks for making great content, you really have a future. If you check out my channel, and if you sub to me, if you subscribe to me, then I'll subscribe to you. Well, if you think my content is that great, then why is your subscribing to my channel contingent on whether or not I first subscribe to your channel? This is what I'm talking about, the fakeness. I can't deal with fakeness, and you guys know I'm all about keeping a distance from fakeness, keeping myself away from that, because it can be draining. And so that is why, sorry, I know I'm getting a little passionate right now, but these things heat me. That is why I'm like, I need to pull back from this place. I either need to delete my channel, like I did with the Atreyu Locs channel, or I need to just back away and use it very sparingly. So for right now, that is what I have decided to do. I will, keep the channel, and I mean, the videos are still there, so people can watch them at their own leisure, and hopefully still derive benefit from watching them. But I'm definitely going to be uploading more sparingly. So then, you have all these YouTube rules, and you say, well, if you're not going to upload consistently and on a schedule, then you should, you're going to lose subscribers. You're going to be missing out on subscribers that you could have. And I'm like, well, for me, it's not about huge subscriber counts. Like, if I really if that was my concern in every video, I would be saying, yeah, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button, If that were the case, I wouldn't have deleted my Atreyu Locs channel, which had over 500 subscribers at that point, Like, I don't care about that. But then there is also the part that, with a higher number of subscribers is an opportunity to connect with more people, to help more people. And so, once again, there's that internal struggle that I'm talking about. But ultimately, I'm all about quality over quantity, and I've said this before. So, screw the number of subscribers, it doesn't matter to me. And at the end of the day, like my sanity is most important. Whether or not I'm feeling good, that's more important than having a high number of subscribers or even, becoming a millionaire off of YouTube. I prefer realness. I prefer real, genuine people. I prefer authentic connections with people. And if I can't do that on YouTube, then so be it. I'll do it the old school way. I'll do it with people that I meet in person in my everyday life. So, I hope this makes sense. I know it's a lot, but to recapitulate, basically, there's this internal struggle with me. Should I stay on YouTube? Should I remove myself? And at times I feel really strongly about leaving YouTube. At other times I'm like, okay, there are benefits that accompany being on YouTube, and so I can tough it out a little while longer. Hence why I'm still here. At this point, I don't think I'm going to delete my channel or leave YouTube, but I will definitely not be uploading as regularly because I need to take care of myself, because the lack of genuineness and the fact that it's kind of like, a business and everyone has dollar signs in their eyes, like it's not, I don't find it respectable, honestly. Like I don't, or at the very least it makes me question how genuine someone is being when money is involved. And so, and I never want to be perceived as someone like that. And also, I feel like by being on YouTube and, being that consistent uploader, that's always making sure to tell people to like and subscribe and hit that bell, like I'm feeding into this culture which I don't agree with. And ultimately, I'm not someone that likes to be in the spotlight, I am more of a behind the scenes kind of person, or, like I'm okay. Like I'll be supportive to people that want to be in the spotlight. But that's just not me. And maybe that's why I'm not a professional singer. A lot of people have said I have a decent voice, but yeah, I don't have that, I guess, that necessary arrogance and insatiable hunger for the spotlight and for all eyes to be on me. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it. I don't know when I'm going to see you guys again, or when you'll see me. But it shouldn't be too long because I have a lock update coming up. Or lock, it's the 16th, I think. So there will probably be that. I feel like I want to update you on how my hair is doing, because I have not retwisted in almost 2 months, which is cool. And it's still doing well, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, you guys will be seeing me. If you have thoughts, feel free to leave them. I'm not necessarily soliciting suggestions. My decision will be made based on how I'm feeling. So I'm not asking you guys for advice or what you think I should do. I have to determine that for myself. But if you have thoughts or whatever, feel free to leave them. Alright guys, please learn to love unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. Atreyu is out.